Hey guys, Coyote here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to Duskearth. We're going to do a little more Dwarf Fortress tonight. I think we're picking up pretty close to after where I recently left off. We dealt with, who is this? This was some dwarves, I believe. And people are still putting stuff away. Now, I did do a few things off camera, and I'm going to show you guys that now. First off, I had a lot of doors, so I decided to set up some doors in potential defensive areas. So I've got some here, and then in various strategic locations along the core staircase downwards. There and here in particular. I should put some here as well now that I think about it. Build door. Now the reason why I'm building these doors is so that if we do get sieged, I can lock doors in the case of a breach. That way, you know, the monsters only have limited places where they can go, and it should, at least in theory, keep my civilians relatively safe, unless they have like building destroyers like trolls or dragons or whatever, in which case they're screwed anyways unless my military can take care of them. Now what I also did, jump up to the military area, I dug this area here out. I decided to relocate my hospital closer to the military level. The main reason for this is so that, excuse me, so that it's quicker to get my injured dwarves to the hospital ward, and it's protected by the military, and it's kept away from the rest of the civilian areas. That way, if I need to rescue wounded soldiers or whatever, they can do so, and I can keep the civilian areas locked up. So I'm in the process of relocating everything here. I set up a couple of stockpiles for it already. I've got this is going to be a stockpile for soap when I get that done. This is a stockpile for thread. This will be a stockpile for things like buckets, but also crutches and splints. May actually decide to make that one a bit bigger. This one is for cloth, and I'm going to put one over here for gypsum plaster powder once I figure out how to do the stockpile correctly. None ever got brought to the one that I had built in the other hospital, so I posted a question on the Dwarf Fortress forums, wondering if anybody can help me out with that. What I am also going to do, however, and you guys might be able to see this right here, I've got a stairway down. I'm going to start digging out a cistern area in here, and it's going to link up to the river, which is down here somewhere and a couple levels up. And that way my hospital will have access to fresh water. I've decided to build it as a stairway for now, because that way my miners can get in and out more easily while they're doing the digging. And I believe I can just remove the staircases afterwards and build the well there. I'm hoping that's the case anyways. So I just have that designated. I haven't started building it yet because I need to scope out where the river is. Let's just see if there's anything else that I had accomplished. Setting up a bars stockpile here for metal bars, and I removed it from the stockpile up above. And I have my various workshops doing some stuff, but that's about it, really. So I'm just going to jump into seeing what's going on. Oh, I wanted to finish that designating first. Where's the river in relation to where my cistern is going to be? So, should be on this level. And it's right there. Easy enough. And I think it's one down? Two down. Excuse me. So, let's go... I want to go too wide or one wide? Let's go too wide. Oops, I guess I need to start designating rather than looking. Right here looks good to me. So we're going to do it like that. And we're going to have upstairs here. And then here, we're going to have downstairs. and then the rest of the way to the river. Because if I remember correctly, water will flow up and down stairs. So we're just going to go to, like, here. Yeah. Hope that's going to be enough. Because I know water will only flow for a certain amount of space. So I'm hoping this will work out. Alright, we're going to give that a try. See how that goes. I am going to channel this out further so that it's deeper. It's probably going to go about 3 or 4 Z levels down. I'm just going to get this core area dug out first. Maybe we should go a little bit. Yeah, how about we go like this? Downstairs. We'll do the downstairs like right here instead. So that means the upstairs will have to go right here. Now let's give that a shot. If that's not going to be long enough, I can always adjust the tunnel. What I do plan on doing is having a couple sets of floodgates, and I'm going to smooth these into fortifications. Water will obviously go through the fortifications, but I believe monsters won't. That's the impression I've always gotten anyways. If I'm wrong on that, somebody please let me know. And then once... Oh wait, hold on. No, that's not right. Right here. Smooth and fortification that, and then I channel that out from above. Roger. Okay. I think I got that figured out now. You know what? I'm going to build another storeroom down here. Mine it out, rather. Let's go like this. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to store caged creatures in there.
In case he goes mad.
Alright, so we have a dwarf who is withdrawing from society. In other words, he's having a fey mood. Which dwarf is it? It looks like it's this guy right here. That is one of my masons. Mason Kogan Rashigur. Let's see which mason that is. Connect and... Okay, I don't need to read it. Let's see. Profession. Oh, it's already in profession. Derp. Mason. He is my new mason. So that is going to be good. Because he should, in theory, at least get a stat boost. Or a crafting labor skill boost. That's what I'm looking for. So let's follow him and see what he ends up doing. You're being watched, Kogan Rashgur. You're not just imagining things. He went to a mason's workshop. That's good. Oh, I stopped following him. Oh well, at least he claimed a workshop and he's going to get stuff, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. Once he starts, it'll pause it again. If it doesn't start it in a little bit, I'll jump back and check and see what's going on. For now, let's see how this is coming along. Okay. Whoops, went the wrong way. Almost done. Excellent. Now, one thing that didn't occur to me is that I should have made this staircase here a up-down staircase, and I didn't because I'm silly that way. So what we're going to do is... I don't think I can convert it into an up-down staircase. That's I. Pretty sure I can't. No, I can't. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and do an up-down staircase right here. And we're actually going to do that many. Yep. And then we're going to just channel out the rest. and hopefully that won't cause cave-ins. I sometimes have had bad luck with that sort of thing. And I'm going to actually leave this pathway here open so that we can get down there and do the various things that need to be done down there. Okay, so unpause.
Hey.
Alright, back. Looks like the mason went and made a tetrahydrate bed. So that will be fairly valuable, and it is a non-wooden bed to boot. Let's take a look at it. Where is it? Sereg Gukil, Gekach Kakoth, Ecolurch, the Violet Confinement. Interesting. Maybe it is a BDSM bed. Worth 25,200 dwarf bucks, so not super valuable, but not really on the low end either. This is a tetrahydrate bed. All crafts worship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with blank. This object is adorned with hanging rings of goat leather and menaces with spikes of migmatite, goat leather, and highwood. So a BDSM bed it is. On the item is an image of dwarves in batwing bone. The dwarves are laboring. The artwork relates to the foundation of Ringhold by the mighty keys of the Bridge of Boulders in 71. On the item is an image of Beyond the Tower, the Forgotten Beast, leather-bound book in black spider silk. Neat. Okay, and hop back here. So I've got the channeling started. Hopefully the boulders won't fall on my dwarves' heads and kill them, which apparently is something that can happen if you're not careful. Or I guess if the dwarves aren't careful. Oh, the culinary shop, I did make some sausages at some point, but I ran out of intestines. The other workshops that specialty workshops that I built, I can't do anything with at the moment because I don't have the appropriate materials. Alright, so, let's see, channel. And because I have that up downstairs there, they'll be able to get in and out, in theory, at least. Alright, so I got the channeling for my cistern area finished up, and right now I'm just waiting for people to come and take away all the stuff. You know what, I can probably get rid of those ramps while I'm at it. Now over here, I'm gonna actually do 2 sets of floodgates. So let's do some floodgates. Oh, I need floodgates. Now I assigned some to be built. I guess they haven't been built yet. Alright, so we'll wait on that in a few minutes. In the meanwhile, actually, what I can do is I can finish building more beds in the hospital. Huh. Thought I made that right on the money. Oh well. C'est la vie. Oh, I know why I did that. No, actually, I don't know why I did that. Weird. Okay. And now I'm going to actually put tables in there as well. Once I get some built. For, I guess, surgical purposes. I've never seen them used before, but I've never been in a position where I needed to do surgery, at least as far as I'm aware. Nicely done. I think what I might do is I might set this stuff up to be dumped rather than just wait for it to be taken away. That way it'll get rid of it somewhat quicker, and then I can undump it later. Oh, you couldn't go and do that, eh? Okay. Alright, assign this all to be dumped. There we go. Now that I've got that done, I should have at least a couple. Oh, I know what I wanted to do. Apparently trees can grow in here because it's soil, and we've encountered the caverns. So I may go ahead and floor this as well. Let's see what we got for floor material. I don't know if I can build doors on floors though. Well, I guess I can just not build doors where the floors will be. Or not build floors where the doors will be. So I guess right there. Let's build it out of diorite to start with. Yeah. Looks like we're gonna run out pretty quick here. In fact, we ran out. So I guess I'll just use straight up regular Migmatite. Because I'm definitely not going to use marble blocks. Migmatite, there we go. Actually, what's closer? Diorite. Diorite's a little bit closer. Since they're not in block form, it's going to take longer to carry them, is kind of my concern there. But I don't really feel like taking the time to make more blocks right now. This is kind of like a lower priority sort of building project, so I don't care if it takes a while to get done. Looks like we are going to have to go into Migmatite. For those, and then I guess Cryolite's closer. Gabbro's good too. Let's go Gabbro, I guess. I think Gabbro and Diorite have a similar color. Now I guess we'll do Migmatite. I actually set up some flooring building in one of my barracks, and I either am doing it all in Migmatite or I used up a lot of Migmatite blocks. I honestly don't remember. I thought I did Migmatite blocks, but then it occurred to me that maybe I didn't. Maybe I did Migmatite. Like that. Alright. That'll get done. Let's check out how the barracks are getting. Yeah, it looks like I did the Migmatite, not Migmatite blocks. Oh, at least that'll use up all the blocks that I had sitting up here. I'm actually going to get rid of. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of this stockpile because I'm going to need some more space for my goats. At least until I can get some downstairs, like some caverns, cleared up enough and safe enough for my precious war goats, which I haven't edited the raws yet. I've only gotten 2 votes for it, which may ultimately be enough because technically I have no votes against. Alright, so we got 2 more storage rooms cleared out. Let's start setting these up for stuff. This one, we're going to do a goods room. And you'll see why here in a second. Let's take artifact quality stuff off. And it's going to be chains. Just chains. So ropes and chains and that sort of thing will all go there. That way they've got a place to go now. This one down here. I'm thinking this will be a... let's see what we need still for a furniture stockpile. Because I'm not sure where we're sitting at for that yet. Okay, we've done. I don't have catapult and blister parts, but those are a long way off. I'm going to put the traction benches in the bed section, I think. So we'll go anvils, millstones, and querns in the event that I ever make any. Let's also put minecarts, wheelbarrows, and other large tools in here. That should be good for that one. Oh, I don't have one for mechanisms yet, do I? Okay, well, I'll have to fix that as well. Let's put mechanisms in this one as well as Mabel, as well as chains and ropes and such. Forbid, and put in... That's probably up here, isn't it? There we go. Mechanisms. And I'm actually going to take off barrels. Or bins. Why is this red? Oh, it's a floodgate. Okay. Well, we got 2 of the floodgates then, so let's go and set those up. Build floodgate. Floodgate. Floodgate here. We'll do these ones out of diorite. Floodgate, diorite. There you go. And then the animal stockpile over here. That should get these cages over here taken care of as well. Alright, my dwarves are sufficiently busy. I'm going to pause it for now and wait for them to do stuff. Alright, I have noticed one thing that's a little on the disturbing side, I guess. Well, disturbing in that it's annoying. And it appears that the dwarven merchants are still here. Even though there was an announcement quite a long time ago that they were leaving. Now. Here we go. The merchants from Sazar Etter have embarked on their journey, but they're still here, as you can see in the unit list. Spear Dwarf, Merchant, Mace Dwarf, even the liaison is still here. So, I don't know what to do about that. Little puzzled. I mean, as far as I can tell, there's nothing blocking their way. So, oh, hey, an ambush. Okay, so, I guess that's just in time. Squad B, M to here, and A, M to here. And I've got the 2, or is it 3 Centurions. I bought one, but I don't remember if I put it on guard duty. Doesn't look like it. So I've got 2 Bronze Centurions, and I've got the War Goats. Plus I'm rallying my my soldiers. So let's see what happens here. Now, what's the button to advance 1 frame at a time? I don't know. We'll just let it go, I guess. It looks like it's going badly for the goblins, I think. It's kind of hard to tell. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. Whoa, that was too much. So, taking a quick look at the combat reports. Let's take a look at the Bronze Centurion. 2 pages. And some of it is dealing with some ratkin thieves that had decided to try and test our defenses a little bit earlier while it was paused. Okay, so Goblin Lasher didn't do anything, but the Bronze Centurion didn't either. Goblin Lasher lashes the Centurion with the right hand, breaking the rest of the steam, fracturing the bronze. Okay. Okay, and in retaliation, the Bronze Centurion slashed the goblin in the leg and it went flying off. So that's not doing too bad, I guess. And how's the other Bronze Centurion doing? Ral, yeah, that's him. Multiple pages. That's the thieves. Goblin Lasher. Broke its arm. Let's see. Upper body with his wrist blade, tearing apart the muscle, tearing apart the liver, opening an artery, fracturing some bronze on the Bronze Centurion. There we go. Denting the bronze. Bends the Goblin Lasher's right lower leg with his right arm, shattering the right knee bone and destroying a ligament. So it looks like that Goblin Lasher's in trouble as well. Spear Dwarf. Spinning granite strikes the Goblin Lasher in the upper body, bruising the muscle. Spear Dwarf stabs the Goblin Lasher in the left lower leg through the side with his smooth silver short spear, tearing the muscle through the small. Okay. Spear Dwarf stabs the Goblin Lasher in the left foot, fracturing the bone. Spear Dwarf stabs the Goblin Lasher in the upper body with his short spear, tearing the muscle, tearing the left lung. So, and then it lodged firmly in the wound and he twisted it around. Okay, so that Lasher's not doing so well. Goat is doing some damage. Goat is doing a lot of damage. Mostly bruising from the looks of things. Goat bites the Lasher's right ear, tearing the cartilage. And then kicks it in the lower body with the right rear hoof, bruising the muscle and bruising the spine. Okay, and this goat's really going to town. Look at all that. A lot of just bruising the muscle. But, you know, every little bit helps. Even I've got a Batwing going out here as well. It's not doing too much from the looks of things, though. Mostly bruising and bites. This goat bruising the muscle. Headbutts the Goblin Leader, or Goblin Lasher in the head, bruising the muscle. In the leg, bruising the muscle. These goats are mean. A non-named goat is getting in on it. Scarab is getting in on it. Now my Mace Dwarf. See, right upper leg fracturing the bone, right lower arm fracturing the bone, and the right hand jamming the bone through the right wrist and shattering the wrist bone. Right hand bruising the muscle, upper leg broke. Yeah, these goblins are just not having a good day. Let's just put it that way. Alright, so this should go well enough then. Alright, I'm satisfied. There's another goblin down. Alright, looks like we took out 3 goblins, maybe? What are those? Oh, the scarab larvae were involved as well. That's awesome. Okay, so let's take a look at these goblin bodies. Looks like there's 3 of them. We're going to go ahead and unforbid their goods. What's that? Okay, I still haven't picked that up? Really? Or that. Goblin cage, copper dagger, goblin. Oh, it looks like we captured some too. Nice. Go ahead and I think I'm gonna trade some lashers because we got some whips now, and apparently lashers are pretty good. I don't know if that's changed at all in Genesis. It's entirely possible, I suppose. So we got 3 goblins trapped. Do I have it set to pick up stuff from outside? No, refuse. I don't think it counts as refuse though. Gather bodies. Claim. Okay. So I have it unforbidden, so they should in theory pick that stuff up, right? It's just sitting right there. I guess we'll watch and see what happens. Alright, so we took care of the goblin ambush. Looks like we had no injuries, but I am going to double check that. I guess it would be under V, wouldn't it? So, let's see, wounds. Goat is good. Goat is good. 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 This goat is pretty hurt. Oh, his name is Drill Mines. Cool. So he's got left front hoof and left fetlock injury, so it's basically lower leg. Goat Kid is fine. Scarabs are fine. Not that I care too much about the scarabs. The commander has taken a lower left arm hit. These guys appear to be okay. The Bronze Centurion is pretty beat up. And that Bronze Centurion is really beat up. I do still have that. Yeah, I do. So I'm actually going to go and assign the other one to it as well. The one I bought. Let's see. There you go. So we'll have 3 Bronze Centurions on guard duty. I don't know if Bronze Centurions heal themselves over time or if they have to be healed. I haven't been able to find any information on that. Now, I will admit I haven't really dug that deeply either. You know what, I'm going to go and I'm going to clean up the blood. I don't remember how to do that. Is it clean? Clean all. Here we go. That's that'll help FPS some as well. Okay, so yeah, that was pretty exciting and very impressive win by my goats and Bronze Centurions with a little bit of help from my militia. I'll be back. Okay, looks like we have another ambush. This time it is a bunch of goblin pikemen. So I'm going to. Oh, my militia is already there actually. So let's see what happens. Pikemen, I understand, are not as tough as the lashers, or at least that's the impression I've always gotten from reading comments that lashers are broken. So I haven't lost anybody yet. I don't know how wounded anybody is though, and we're chasing those guys off the map from the looks of things. Even the goats are in on it again. That's awesome. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the combat report here. Maceman. Where did I leave off? Oh, that's the merfolk. No. Looks like it started right, like, here, maybe? Yeah, I think so. Got a batwing trying to wrestle with the pikeman. That's pretty awesome. So, this is Commander. Doing lots of damage without, looks like it, she She's not taking any damage in return, which is nice. Bronze Centurion, same thing. Yeah, okay, so this wasn't really much of a matchup. Yeah, the goat is still chasing it. Nice. Alright, so now somebody has to go and get the goat. In the meantime, unforbid these. I'm going to set up a little stockpile right here for like clothing. So it occurred to me I didn't have any place for clothing previously. Okay. And all this little stuff I can sell. And I'd probably sell the cobalt or the copper pikes as well, because I don't remember having any pikemen on my team. Okay, looks good. Alright. So we'll get back to that. There's probably at least one or two more ambush groups out there on the map. I don't know where they would be. I'm not going to really go looking for them at the moment, at least. Wait, who's that? Oh, that's the doctor. What's the doctor doing? Pen pasturing animal. Great! Well, just you watch. The doctor will run into the next ambush and be killed. That would be just awesome. Come on, come on, run home. Alright, I will be back again. Alright, so I did a little bit of poking around and I discovered why those weapons and stuff weren't being picked up. It's because my weapon stockpile was only set to select certain types, or to accept certain types of weapons. I decided to change that to just accept all, as that would be a whole lot easier than trying to set up multiple stockpiles of different types of weapons. So I got that taken care of, and stuff is being picked up as usual. I'm just going to ignore the Nord merchants that arrived. I don't really want to deal with them right now. I've got too much else going on. But that actually leads me to the next part. I am approximately 40 minutes in, so I'm going to call this an episode. As always, thanks guys for watching. I appreciate suggestions, comments, questions. Yeah, if you liked the video, just pass it on to somebody else who you think might like it. Take care for now, guys, and enjoy.